If you like the video, then please consider supporting Slopes Game Room on Patreon. Inspiration comes from many different places, and although at first it was the obvious big time YouTubers that influenced me to start a channel, it was only after I started that I discovered a whole heap of tiny channels that crazily deserved more views and subs. To this day, I still like to keep an eye on the smaller channels, as in quite a few instances they tend to be the ones that pump out the freshest content, and today I have yet again struggled to shrink my list down to 10 that I think deserve way more attention. This is the 4th video I've done like this, and just like those other ones, I've opened up my comment section on this and only this video so that all you gaming tubers under 5,000 subscribers can post your gaming channels and a brief description below. The only thing I ask is that you don't just post a link and bugger off, but instead be sure to check out somebody else's channel too. Perhaps give their post a thumbs up, or give some suggestions on what you want to see from them in the future. And hey, if you don't have a channel, why not post one that you do like, just as long as it's under 5k. A word of warning though, when posting a link it may take a day or two for it to show, as YouTube forces me to accept all comments with links in before they go live. So, whilst you wait, be sure to take the time to make some new YouTube friends. A big shout out to the previous suggested channels, some of which have sadly stopped making content, and others, the ones in red, have absolutely blown up. And if you want to check out these channels, and I highly suggest you do, check last year's video below. And finally, before I go ahead, I do want to give a very quick shout out to 3 extra channels that don't quite make the list. My good friend Smiley Dave UK, who is basically a really good friend of the show, who does hilarious blogs featuring moi from time to time. Secondly, Too Old for Gaming, who only just topped the 5k mark within the last few days and therefore got knocked off from this list. His channel is pretty much the go-to place for fans of the criminally underrated PS Vita. And get this, he actually recently did a book based on the system over on Kickstarter, which I backed for like £7 posted, and it's not only a really good book, but it's also one of the very best Kickstarter campaigns I've ever had the privilege of backing. And thirdly, GamesYouLoved, not just on YouTube, which, definitely needs a little bit of extra love, but also on Twitter, as they share some rather excellent content. Plus, you may even see moi pop up in a video very soon. Links to all 3 of these are obviously in the description. Right, that's enough of all that. Let's get on with my, in no particular order, 10 amazing video game YouTubers under 5,000 subs. Welcome to Slopes Game Room. Jenovi, current sub count 1,841. When you see videos like Sega vs Electronic Arts, the history of Sega and unreleased games on the Sega 32X, you know it's gonna tickle my fancy. Yeah, he does these brilliantly in-depth documentaries, but he also does series reviews like the Virtua Racing games and simple retro impressions on stuff like disc raw and comparisons between different game releases. The channel has a very clean and unique editing style, and the narrator soothes the ears of all who listens in. G to the next level, current sub count 1,919. I've known about this channel for quite a while, and I've only just added him to the roster because this last year especially, he has been putting out some really top-notch content. Easily his best stuff. Fans of iRetroGamer will recognise him as he used to feature quite a bit over on that channel before he decided to go alone. And sure, you will get the overly random video from time to time, like the one where he painted a ceramic rhino and another one where he basically made a Sonic gingerbread house. But the channel really shines with his newer level 10 videos. These are essentially top 10 videos that are superbly edited and cover stuff like 10 Sonic games you probably skipped and 10 Sega published games that should have been on the Genesis collection. Go check him out and tell him that Slope sent you. Trista Bytes, current sub count 1,903. Good friend of the show, Quang, who's creating that Meow Meow Castle game, introduced me to this channel, and I really like the content on offer. Now, to be fair, not everything here is gaming, but I think it's safe to say that all you nerds out there will fall in love with the vast majority of what's available here. You got game reviews, everything wrong with Deadpool, Commodore 64 mini unboxings and playtestings, on location vlogs from plenty of different expos, interviews with Red Dwarf people. There's just so much on here. There really is something here for everyone watching. Pomelo Pictures, current sub count 3,206. This one came onto my radar quite recently due to some encouragement from a previous under 5k shout-outer, Top Hat Gaming Man. Not only is he leader of the CEX fake game cases army and plenty of wrestling content, but he does have a few in-depth videos such as Sega's The Formula 1 Years video. This is such an underrated video, and it's one that I wanted to show off the most. To be fair, a Formula 1 gaming history video isn't exactly gonna blow up anyway, but it's so unique and well done that I couldn't not add this brilliant channel to the list. ST1KA, or Sticker, current sub count 2008. My god, this one should have been on the list sooner. I've been subbed to this guy for so bloody long, but for whatever reason, I became unsubbed, and when I resubbed, I hardly ever saw this guy's videos in my feed. Be sure to hit that notification bell, guys, when subbing to channels you want to be updated on. Anyway, here he is, finally, a superb channel with some brilliant content that, for whatever reason, never gets the views they deserve. The channel should be so much bigger with videos like the most offensive 8-bit games ever made and 5 retro games with sex scenes. Yeah, maybe that's why YouTube don't promote him. Oh well, I'm promoting him because he does some awesome content. You seriously will get lost looking into this guy's videos, as there are so many I didn't know that sort of stuff hidden in this channel's archive. And for me, a great place to start would be the How Dragon Ball Z Saved the Sega Saturn video. Retro Ravi, current sub count 2,139. Yes, I know this guy personally, but come on. You want something fresh and exclusive? It doesn't get much better than this. Genuine 8-bit DJ sets with Amiga decks. It's insane that this is an actual thing, and Retro Ravi not only does these live sets, and very often, but he also shows you how to set this sort of thing up yourself. But on top of that, expect to see collaborations with awesome other YouTubers like Retro Man Cave, Retro Rummage, where he goes out retro game shopping, pick up, how to fix Amiga keyboards. I mean, come on, there's just so bloody much content here that you're destined to find something that tickles your fancy. Or perhaps you're just like me and you just love putting on some classic 8-bit live mixtapes whilst cutting out PNGs for your next video. Many thanks, Ravi, you have made some of these crazy long nights a little more enjoyable. SincePacey's current sub count 1,339. I'm guessing you guys are seeing a little bit of a theme here. A decent amount of my suggestions are hardcore Sega fans, and SincePacey's is probably one of the biggest. Yeah, you got standard reviews, bloody good ones obviously, of things like Shenmue, Sonic Mania and Shining Resonance, but it's everything else that really gets me excited. SincePacey's is easily one of the nicest people in the retro gaming community, constantly helping out others grow on Twitter, getting endless amounts of YouTubers together for his Yes and Other Gaming podcast videos, and always giving his opinion on all things retro and of course New Age retro. Plus he also used to work on the Sega helpline back in Sega's 16-bit glory days, which automatically makes him 13% cooler than everybody watching.
Give me a break.
Strange Guru, current sub count 505. Easily the newest channel on this list, and because of that, no doubt one of the cleanest too. With only 17 videos to date, you're probably wondering why have I added him so soon? Well, when you go and check him out, every single one of those videos will be a video that you want to watch. And I personally have. Excellent reviews done in a brilliantly clean way, featuring this little character who I assume is the Strange Guru, giving a brilliantly dry opinion on most hidden gems. Yeah, okay, Zelda Breath of the Wild isn't exactly a hidden gem, but still, Strange Guru reviews all of these games in a really unique way, and I would be highly surprised if you don't highly enjoy these in-depth videos.
Give me a break.
The artist Mark Flynn, current sub count 344. Come on, 344? Yeah, this guy has the smallest amount of subs on this list, and in my opinion, he really should be topping 5,000 subs. He doesn't belong here. Excellently edited and narrated videos, 100% unique to his channel. You got live streams, interviews with other content creators, reviews of classic games, and my personal favourite in-depth opinion video on such topics like top 10 shocking game moments, why people hate Pokemon Go, and the best Sonic character design. A brilliant little channel that is criminally underrated. Farfetched, current sub count 3,884. Here it is guys, the final one added to my list and the one that is the newest to me. I only recently discovered the channel and I am still really enjoying going back through all of the content that I've missed. Now sure, not all of these games are retro, but they are done so bloody well. Farfetched has a brilliant dry sense of humour and yet again a brilliant editing style. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this channel will be way past the 5k mark before the year is up. Not only does he do these brilliant reviews, but the video that really got me was his Kane Loves Portal video. I'm a huge fan of Portal 1 and 2, and this guy obviously is too. And this video explains in 17 minutes and 13 seconds why we love it so much. From this point on, I was hooked, and I'm sure everybody going over there and checking him out will be hooked too. So, there you have it guys, 10 YouTubers that I believe are definitely worth a watch. Sure, these may not all be to your taste, but I think they are definitely worth a try. And again, please do feel free to check the comments down below for even more awesome content. Oh, and one last thing, I'll soon be reworking all of my social medias, so please do take the time to follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, and even Discord too, as I really want to showcase even more underrated channels on a weekly basis starting from next year. There are so many videos on YouTube crying about the invisible algorithm and nowhere near enough actually doing something about it with content like this. I believe in this retro gaming community in a massive way, and I can't stress enough that if we all work together and create videos that help out our fellow YouTubers instead of moaning about the ever-changing platform that lets us put out this content for free, then we're sadly going to see some of the greatest channels on YouTube give up. No matter what your size is, do your best to not only build your own audience, but build the community that you're a part of. It works in everyone's benefit and it makes the whole place that little bit nicer to visit. Hey there guys, thanks for checking out this video and all of the other ones suggested in this video. I want to give a big special shout out to all of my Patreons, but of course I need to give a special shout out to that retro video gamer, Ryan Burford, Gary Pinkett, Andrew Dalton, Tomek Grabowski, Christopher Turnbull, Aaron McNamara, Brent Craft, Ben Jackson, Ian A. Chapman, Phil Lowlins, Quang DX, Tim Lund, Jenovi, Video Game Basement, Hananaz, Retro to Next Gen, Pixels.Limited, aka Samuel Victor, Red the Beard, John Fuller, Michael, Conrad Constantine, Pretendo64, Mike Falling, Creamy Elephant, James Loveridge, Casey Garner, Blitz, Hedgie, Ben Hall, Savage Gaming Show, Brian Rawson, Gemma at Mr. T-Shirts, Jeremy Rodriguez, Nick Pollard, Bram Perez, Garrett Leger, Marcus Kingimo Cut Tyndall, June, Rob Jenkins, The Geeky Dad, Richard Carter, aka Fantastic Dizzy, Todd Paul Float G, and Petty Mew. If you want to get your name shouted out and get your name shown, then come and see what I'm working on over on Discord, and please, in a few seconds, do click that Patreon link if you want to support the show. I'm about 2 days away from going on holiday and enjoying a nice rest, so it may take a couple of days for me to accept all the links that you post down below, but please do bear with me, and like I said, please do share the love with everybody else as well. But for now, this is DJ Slope signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.